Here's the story of volunteers who are wonderful and caring, kind and fun. All of them have hearts of gold for our patients, no matter what they've done. They make coffee and do crazy art projects, play with kids before and after they eat lunch. And this group has become part of our family. They are known to be our favorite fishy bunch. The Fishy Bunch. The Fishy Bunch. They are known as our favorite fishy bunch.
Yeah, he'll. I mean, I'm special, but I'm not a rock star.
Does that override your days?
It does.
Oh. I think I missed that.
This is Callie. Okay, I'll be there in just a second. Alright, bye. Okay. Wait, one question though.
Right.
Good.
Hi. Sorry, I'm gonna start over.
And you?
In the story.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Have him pet you.
I'll do this one.
I'm starting.
Cut that out. Here.
I just said this.
Oh, okay.
Take two.
Take two.
Sorry.
Once upon a time, there was a volunteer who had a very big heart. Because this volunteer's heart was so big, they decided to share it.
Volunteers are just ordinary people with extraordinary hearts. They offer the gift of their time to play and to listen, to help and inspire, to build and to grow. They expect no pay, yet the value of their work knows no limits.
This amazing group of people were well known amongst the staff, patients, and family members for their selfless commitment to choosing a positive attitude, playing, being there, and making the day for so many throughout the land.
Not too long ago, a therapist needed a helping hand. A wonderful Rankin volunteer came into land.
The volunteer grabbed a musical toy, and the therapist gave it to the little boy.
Everyone was happy in the end, helping the child be on the mend.
Volunteers are just ordinary people who reach out and take a tiny hand, and together they make a difference that lasts a lifetime.
And these are just a few chapters in the Care Coordination Department's favorite book, because in reality, the book gets bigger every day.
And the volunteer became one of ours, a keeper. Volunteers are our works of heart. And we all lived happily ever after.
I think the volunteers, what I appreciate about them is that they do whatever needs to be done in the moment, whether that's registering players at Challenger Baseball or going down to the lower level to do laundry for the kids. They are here to help us fill gaps that we have in meeting the needs of these families, and they do it with a smile on their face.
The key to our success, I believe, is our ability to get kids up and out and playful and active and into spaces that they wouldn't be able to go in a normal hospital. And that would be impossible without the volunteers. They are there to assist our in-house professionals, to support families, and just to be with kids in spaces away from the clinical areas that makes all the difference to kids who feel now like they're human beings instead of patients.
For those who know me, I'm not the best morning person. I just don't function well in the morning. And lo and behold, I come in and the volunteers at the concierge desk, they get my day started they force me to say good morning and hello, and even one of the volunteers, Judy, makes it very clear that I need to smile in the morning. So she makes me smile before I get by her. I can't. And that just jumpstarts my day.
A couple stories I have of some volunteers and how they make a difference is by running several of our child life programs, including the Rankin Journey Bead program, Caregiver Socials, as well as the Little Wishes program. And these programs bring so much joy to the patients and families, and they could not be operated without volunteers.
It takes a village to raise a child, and I see that in so many different ways at Rankin Jordan, and our volunteers are one of the key ways that happens, because we are beyond the bedside care, and that the volunteers working where they work and how they work or volunteer is that exact model. They are out and about. There's nothing I like seeing more than volunteers who epitomize what it means to get beyond the bedside. We have volunteers with disabilities of their own. We have volunteers that were patients and they still come back and they recognize how important our mission is.
I think they make a big difference. Even just the simple idea of when a family comes and they're trying to learn all the care that we're expecting these families with these children that have chronic illnesses, they will come in and they'll watch their children, which frees them up to be able to focus on the care of their child. And there's a lot to learn, especially with these complex children. I think that makes a big difference. I think it enriches and extends what we're trying to do here as far as helping the family cope with maybe a new diagnosis or what it's going to be like to take a child home, and that acceptance and that love that we try to provide these families.
So volunteers mean to me peace and calm. Every month I know I can count on Mary, a lovely volunteer, to help me out with setup of NEO and getting all ready for the new employees.
Volunteers mean to me smiling faces and always extra hands to help with whatever we need to get done to provide the best care for the kiddos.
Volunteers for me it's just a warm, heartfelt feeling when you see them working with the kiddos, and then to know they just have incredible support on the backside with helping us with administrative tasks.
Volunteers mean to me a lot because I really I admire people that can find time in their busy lives and come and support organizations like we are, or a lot of other organizations. I am fairly new here and I already met a lot of friendly faces, and I'm really looking forward to work with all of them.
T is for all the wonderful talents you share with us.
H is for your heart you have for our children.
A is because you're amazing. N is how nurturing you are.
K is for how kind you are to all of our guests.
Y is because you always say yes. O is because you are outstanding.
U is for the unity with you and the workforce.
We can't say thank you enough.
Volunteers, you rock. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you, volunteers.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
We really appreciate our clinical service volunteers.
Go volunteer!
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You are our inspiration. Thank you, volunteers.
Thank you. We love you. Thank you.
So I want to say, on behalf of the executive team and the medical team, departments that I represent, thank you so much, volunteers, for the work you do that makes possible the work we do to give kids the best possible chance for a great recovery.
Thank you, volunteers.
Thank you, volunteers. Thank you, volunteers.
The end. Thank you, volunteers, for all you do.